Okay, for today I'm going to try out a recipe that I saw online. Okay, now this was a very interesting kind of gathering, maybe a fusion of different food items. Okay, what it was elote ramen. Okay, so it was ramen noodles, and like elote, like the corn and the butter and all that on top of it. I saw that on somebody's Facebook post. I said, there are people that said, oh, that looks gross. And for me, you know what? Rather than knock it, I'm going to try it. Okay, so actually, the recipe is online. I actually checked it out on Facebook. There weren't exact measurements. It was just basically just a guy putting stuff together. So I'm going to try it out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cook the ramen noodles. Now, he used cup of noodles. I'm just going to use a regular package of ramen noodles. And what he did was he made it the cup of noodles regular way, and then he just drained the broth out. So instead of just draining the broth, I'm just going to use 2/3 of a cup of water. And I'm going to put that into the pot. Normally it takes about 2 cups for a regular batch of ramen for just one package, all right? So I'm going to let the water here come to a boil. Now I'm going to take the seasoning packet and use about half of the seasoning packet. I don't want it too overly seasoned, okay, or too overly salty, especially with all the items we're going to put. So we're just going to put about half of the seasoning packet there. Then we'll add the noodles. Okay, now some of you ask, well, why did you put 2/3 of a cup? Actually, I added a little bit more water. It's actually more 3/4 of a cup. I like my noodles a little al dente, meaning just a little bit firm. I don't like them too mushy or anything like that. So these noodles are ready to go. We're going to put them in to a bowl. What we're going to do now is he added a little bit of ingredients here to the noodles. Okay, so what he did was he said to take a couple scoops of mayonnaise, okay, and add it to the noodles. Okay, now I'm doing a little experimenting as well. This is I don't know how to say this. Kewpie. It's that mayonnaise you find at the Asian stores. Okay, and just because I wanted to try it out, I'm going to put this on there. Now I'm just going to think that's going to be a scoop right there. And that's probably going to be a scoop right there. And we'll add just a little bit more. Okay, and then also your favorite hot sauce. I'm just going to use a Tapatio sauce. Okay, he put a lot in there. He was a big fan of some hot sauce, so I'm going to put in a whole lot of hot sauce because I like hot sauce as well. Okay, so we're going to give that a little mix here. Now he also said to add some lime juice in there. I don't have lime juice, and not that I'm not a fan of it, but I'm just going to leave out the lime juice. Okay, now that the noodles are all mixed up, we're now going to prepare the corn part of this whole thing. Not quarantine, corn. Okay, so what he did was he took a couple pats of butter. This is about 2 tablespoons of butter, or 2 small pats there. Now that the butter is all melted, I'm going to add, he said, mozzarella cheese. And according to his directions, a whole bunch of mozzarella cheese. So we're just going to put, I don't even know how much that is, but well, we'll make it some saucy. By the way, my heat is on a high heat. Okay, we're going to give this a stir so that it melts around a little bit here. And then he also said to add some milk. And once again, he wasn't really specific on how much milk to add. So this is half and half, so I'm just going to basically, you just want it to become like a sauce, some kind of creamy, cheesy sauce. So we're just going to give this a little mix here. Okay, that's quite saucy right there. I'm going to take that as a cue to start mixing in our corn. Now, I just had this kind of simmering on a low heat, just a regular can of corn. We're going to add this now. 1 can of corn to our cheese and milk sauce, a creamy mixture. And we'll turn the heat down just a little bit here. Okay, I'm assuming this is okay, but that's what it looks like there. I'll just pick it up and yeah, okay, now we're going to put this, I'm going to turn this off. put this into our bowl of noodles. And once again, he wasn't really specific, or the person that made this online wasn't really specific on the measurements, so I was just kind of going off of, or just kind of guessing and just kind of eyeing it. And then at the end, tahini. Ooh. Sprinkle some of that on there, depending on how much you like tahini. Let's put a little more on there. So, there you are. It's Elote Ramen. And let's give this a little taste and see if I like it or not. Okay. Now, believe me, if it wasn't that great, I'd be really honest with you. But this is actually pretty good. You know what also go good with this? Top it with your favorite cheese. This is cotija. Cotija. I apologize if I'm saying this wrong. Okay. And let's sprinkle some of this cheese on here. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even better. Some garlic chicken with this. So, the Elote Ramen, I give it the thumbs up. Added a little chicken there from Foodland. Just give me some protein and some meat to go along with the noodles. So, I give it the thumbs up. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you at the next video. Thanks for joining in.